Good evening. We welcome you to the Dedman Center here in Radford, Virginia to continue our week-long marathon of Highlander hoops. Last night, the Lady Highlanders knocked off Radford with a score of 60-59 in thrilling fashion. And tonight, the Johnson & Wales Wildcats join us here in the Dedman Center to take on the Radford men. I'm Thomas Stelves alongside the voice of the Highlanders, Rick Watson. And Rick, it's been a while since these guys have played in this gym. November 23rd was the last time. How nice is it for them to have 3 home games in the next 6 days?
So this place is called the Dedman Center? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's been a while. I know for the kids they're excited. Unfortunately, they don't want to have their fellow classmates in town. But, hopefully the local folks will come out and take advantage of this team. I know a lot of excitement was stirred up with the win in Blacksburg last Sunday against Virginia Tech. Not as much success against Georgetown this past Saturday, but I know the kids are amped up. They've learned a lot about themselves, Thomas. I know being away for so long, and that's the way Coach Jones tries to utilize the schedule. So they're coming home, and I think they're going to wrap their arms around this opportunity beginning tonight against Johnson & Wales.
And this Wildcats team, 0-5 on the season on the road, but what are some things this team can do that might trip up the Highlanders coming into this matchup?
Well, the thing that Coach Jones will always point out, a team like this, they're a Division II, and whenever they get an opportunity to play a Division I squad, it's like the Super Bowl for them. And this will be the 3rd time they've played a team like that. They've played 2 other Big South teams, Campbell and UNC Asheville. So they are familiar with the kind of athletes they're going to see tonight. It's not as if this is their first Division I outing. So they're not going to be in awe. There's not going to be an atmosphere in the building. I know Coach Jones will remind his players of that. And it's similar to maybe the way Georgetown looks at a Radford coming in. It's an opportunistic team coming in there, and we have nothing to lose. Well, Johnson & Wales comes in. They really have nothing to lose. They have a head coach who's familiar with this building. He was an assistant here for a season under Oliver Purnell. So they do have some similarities, knowing the place and also taking on 2 of Radford's fellow opponents in the Big South.
A scary thing for a head coach when not a lot is on the line there. And looking at the Radford side of the ball, we got to look at Javante Green, the senior forward. It seems like he's coming up with 5 or 6 career milestones all in 1 week. Yeah,
he's incredible. I mean, to think about this kid who had 1 scholarship offer for basketball, and he accepted it, thank goodness for us, for Radford University. He was a terrific football player in high school, but he just surpassed 1,500 points. Only 5 guys have done that now in program history. He's going to, tonight, hopefully the steals record and the rebounding record will fall. So Javante's just been a terrific player. And, in RJ, you go back to what he did against Virginia Tech, and when he's shooting the ball well, everybody else seems to fall in line. I think if his shot's going down early, the rest of those guards seem to also gain some confidence. And one thing about RJ being a senior, his shot wasn't there this past weekend against Georgetown, but he doesn't think about it that long. He has a very short memory when he's not shooting well. And I think his fundamentals are fine, just sometimes the rims are not kind. But Javante Green, RJ Price, the undisputed leaders on this basketball team, and as 2 seniors like that, you expect them to be.
RJ Price and Javante just absolutely fantastic so far this year.
No question.
Up next is the Johnson & Wales Wildcats versus your Radford Highlanders here on the Big South Network.